I think that communism works best in things like Netherlands and, you know, smaller nations with fewer regions, because then you can, you know, build a couple of factories and it will satisfy most of your country. The Ottoman Empire is so spread out over a million freaking regions that being communist might just be, well, suicide by headache or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're not really doing any research right now, so let's get started with that immediately. And I have a fledgling economy and industry growing very, very slowly. And I should invest some more in railroads as well. I'm hoping that my upper class can get some money now, so with that in mind, I have lower taxes. I should also lower tariffs. I don't really get much of tariffs, at least not right now, but the economy hasn't really started yet because I just loaded into the game. But with everything like that, I should probably take interchangeable parts, get a factory throughput tech as high as possible, make my factories as advanced as possible. And things are happening immediately. But yeah, the economy is doing well, and yeah, I have a hell of a lot of money from tariffs. And honestly, there's no point in changing that now. I might change that in the future. But let's just get natural stockpile up. Like, all the sliders up right now. I have a lot of money saved up, so I'm not in a hurry to save up more money. And I can help these guys invest in stuff. Especially so I don't have to build a railroad myself. It's always nice. This was always the worst part about this game. Before I realized you could hold in shift and automatically invest as much as you want. Or, you know, the maximum amount. Because I used to do this every time before. Which was really annoying. Every single railroad, click, max, click again. You can't imagine. Maybe I should help them out with doing it myself a bit as well. Let's change to region map mode for a bit better overview. And I could build forts here as well in the border region, so I should do that. I will help out. Build forts in Bulgaria as well and everything like that. I have money I can invest, and honestly perhaps that will be a boom to... which would it be? Would it be the cement factory or everything like that? Yeah, it could possibly be. Railroads here as well, and most of these places are mountainous, and now finally they can get their first railroads built. Some of them not so lucky yet, but it will come sooner or later. But yeah, naval bases, I should really get starting with that. Haven't really focused too much. I did build some, but not that many. And the naval base here. Do I have a naval base here that I can build as well? No, I have upgraded some of them to max, but not all of them. I didn't seem to miss a few when I was going through and looking. Because there's so many regions. So goddamn many regions. I don't see the point really of building, you know, railroad on these islands, but I'm just gonna go with it and hope for the best. And these can't get because they're semi-desert. I'm surprised you can't build railroads in deserts as easily. I thought it would be fairly easy. It's just all straight. I guess, never mind, I take that back. Now I sound ignorant. I guess with all the, you know, harsh territory and everything like that, it would be pretty hard. So never mind what I said. Focus on what I didn't say. Treaties on economies. I get more liberals and I get more prestige. I take that. I mean, I have a solid military right now. I mean, it could be better, but solid nonetheless. And I have, you know, a slowly growing industrial power base. So what is this? Syrian nationalists? I thought I would get rid of all of these when I got medicine. Or not all of them, but some of them at least. But apparently that's not the case. Well, Saudi influence. A group of Ottoman entrepreneurs recently spent time with, was it complying? Saudi officials with liquor and favors at a formal affair in Najd Emirates legation quarter. The result is promising, a number of new business ventures and trade deals. You know what? I'll take control of the Saudi Emirate. I don't mind doing that. At all. No, this is the wrong place. There's this Najd Emirate. Can you stop moving around? There we go. And that should give me enough to wrest control of United Kingdom, or of Najd Emirate away from the United Kingdom. Frankly, I should really take care of my backyard and things like Persia and stuff like that. Holy shit, there's a war in the east. It's the war of Russian control over Afghanistan. So, what was that called? The Great Game or something like that? But yeah, it's interesting to see Brits and Russians fighting in Afghanistan. It seems so far removed that these two countries would fight here, of all places. It's quite amazing. And now I got friendly. Maybe the Brits will react, or they're too busy fighting. I think they're too busy fighting to give a shit. And I can't blame them. They're busy. They're busy people. As usual, won't follow elections. They are a hazard. Or as a hazard, they are an ordeal. Saying a lot of things wrong today. I'm gonna need... Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but it'll get there eventually. Increase opinion of society. Well, I might as well. They're now just opposed me. So how are... Let's see, there's a sphere of influence. I mean, the Brits have some control here, but it's not the most control in the world. And yeah, I have this area as well. I should probably build it up and give it some air, some stuff. And I should also get, I think it's machine guns that I want. I should breech-loaded rifles. Colonial negotiations, there we have it. And finally, I have a medicine thing. And finally, it's the thing in culture, right, that I want. No, I have that as well. Okay, so it is essentially... What is my colonial negotiations? I have the Dark Continent available to be unlocked whenever it's possible. So I should take breech-loaded rifles to get colonial negotiations when, 1880 falls in. So I should be able to take that before 1880. No problem. So that should be fine. Maybe build another army. Do I have one standing in Ankara? I do not, so I can build it. 5, sure. Okay, let's just pause a bit. There was a lot of things happening. There we go, 10 units. And I can get more, no problem whatsoever. Okay, so breech-loaded rifles is next. Why am I having troubles with money now suddenly? Oh, it's because I'm building units, so it makes sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But it's fine, I have money. I can spend it a bit. It needs to get out into the economy again to enrich my people so they buy my things. The Heart of Darkness. And it was only when I saw how they treated them that there was the... Why is it ending on that I? There was this one child, I remember him well. 8, 9 maybe. They all had quotas for how much to pick each day, and that one day he didn't fulfill his. Don't ask me why. His hands. The Ottoman Empire is in shock. As a major European newspaper published a report today on the conditions in one of her colonies, brutal mistreatment of natives, corporeal punishment, and repeated instances of bloody mutilation have all been established means of maintaining the colonial order in the colony, in mines and on plantations, which have all been kept outside the influence of the colonial office through an elaborate system of bribes and corruption. So I can either take free infamy and lose prestige, or I can do this, which seems not nearly as much. And this is in Sana. Did I get it? In this little region? Seriously? Here is where the colonial mistreatment happened? Oh, god damn it. It's unlucky to get that. But I have quite a lot of colonial power, so I should be able to take, yes, you know, a chunk, a bit of the territory. What is happening here? Oh, it is still the same war. Yes, the Brits were somehow gotten here. I wonder how... Oh, Japan. What the hell is happening in the world? Are they on the same side? Japan is now leading? What the hell? Or at least it looks like Japan is leading the war. Is this a separate war? Ugh, come on. They really love to hate each other. Palestine can be a colonial province, or a full province, I mean. I don't know, well, the less colonial provinces I have, the better. Palestine. How many Turkish people are there here then? Well, it's quite a mix in some areas. Like here, for example, there's Bedouins, Turkish, Mashriki. An interesting mix. I think that Russia might take these wars badly. I mean, it just takes one bad war for Russia to go into the cycle of violence and death. And I forgot about Nade Emirate the whole time here. And I finally they're in my sphere, and I can slowly increase my things with it. So I should probably do the same with Persia. It seems reasonable to try to do that. I should also invest in Persia if I can. See, Persia. They don't seem to allow that, but they seem to allow railroads. So I'll definitely build some railroads in your country to invest in it. There we go. And now, was it like lower for some reason? Other national investors? Well, maybe I will have lowered British ability to gain them. I don't freaking know. Assembly line, cheap iron. Well, let's get some more railroads out. Let's get the infrastructure up, so these factories can be transported places. And well, I mean, not education, but literacy just went over 50%. Which is kind of the line that you want to cross. That's when craftsmen and stuff starts appearing fully, when all the regions, or well, when a region reaches 50%, I think it is, then they start being promoted. That's why I have gotten some ahead of time, because things like Thrace has a higher literacy than the rest of the areas. And maybe I should switch out my capitalists now, so other places can get some capitalists, like Bosnia and Trebizond. I don't even know why I tried to say that in, it's like pseudo-French. Trebizond. And Konya. Where was the rebellion? Kurdish nationalists, all up in here. Yeah, I guess that is part of Kurdland. I mean, these are really mixed, especially right up here. Like here, it's almost a perfect split. Almost a perfect split. So, Nade Emirate, do you want an alliance? They will not accept. Do I have whole... Oh, I have the core provinces. Let me guess, it's these that you claim. Yeah, they want to form Saudi Arabia. But they will not. Let's slowly increase influence here. It's not that slow, but let's increase here and get Persia under my sphere. Secure my backyard. Make sure that no one gets in here. That should not. Here's Somali and African miner. Well, African miner is more like almost like the Native American miner. It's kind of a cop-out. But I guess that there were so many small tribes and so many tribes that there's no way they can meaningfully add all of them in. So that makes sense. And Italy alliance. Well, I guess we have a common enemy in Austria. And Romagnan nationalists. I like that flag. I like that flag. I thought at first it was Scandinavia that had formed or something like that. Seemingly not. Okay, let's get some more railroads. More railroads for the people. More things to invest in. Frankly, I'll probably do a tour of infrastructure building again. See which ones are already building. There's some of them. No, never mind. I'll first let the current ones build because there's so many. Banat, a small Banat Republic. Oh my, there's a great war in Europe. What is it about? French liberation of Alsace-Lotharingen. Well, good luck to you, France, but honestly, I'm expecting your defeat, plus Russia is already occupied in the war of the East. Did they really try to go for Japanese Sakhalin? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let's look at... Well, the military strength is lower, but Germany is always gonna beat France most of the time. Because most of the military strength come from Russia. And Russia just get pounded here by Germany. So I'm interested to see what the fallout will be from this. Germany is claiming Franche-Comté. Why is it not Franche-Comté? Well, it's quick conflict. Ugh, ugly. Very ugly. Ew. Well, I might... Oh, God damn it, they have German influence. Oh, don't tell me they have a German alliance as well. It's poor Hungary. Hungarian restoration of order to the Banat. And Austria will acquire Slovakia. And Banat acquires Banat. What is part... Oh. Oh, so that's why. Hungary, you're stupid. Why the hell would you attack Banat when they were protected by Germans? But unfortunately for Russia, the war is not over. Because they still have another war. And I'm still interested to see 100% war exhaustion. This is not looking good for Russia. Perhaps I should take advantage of it. Perhaps. Perhaps I should try to probe into here and free Greece from British influence. It's gonna take ages to do. And plus I would have to remove Russia and all of those, but it is a long-term goal. I now have Persia under my sphere. Will they ally me? They will. Perfect. Don't worry, we'll try to take Khorasan back at some point from Russia. It's a Persian population, they need to be in Persia.